In this video, we're going to have a look at how do we use linear scale factor to calculate the length of a missing side in similar shapes. So scale factor is calculated as image length over the object length. And we can use scale factor if we have similar shapes to be able to find the missing length of one of these sides. So let's have a look at an example. So the diagram shown represents measurements taken from shadow of sticks and objects. Use the figures to determine the heights of the objects. So this method is sometimes called shadow sticks, which is in maths use scale factor to determine the height of objects. So the first step I'm going to do, when I've got a diagram that has two triangles joined together, I'm going to separate those into two separate triangles to help me with my calculations. So I'm going to have my smaller triangle, which has a base of 5.8 and a height of 3. And then I'm going to have my larger triangle that has a base of 15 and an unknown height of d that we're going to try and calculate. Now the first step in completing the calculation is to determine the scale factor. So scale factor is going to equal my image length over the object length. So to calculate scale factor, I need a set of corresponding sides that I have the measurements for. So looking at my triangles, I've got 5.8 and the corresponding side is 15. So substituting in, scale factor is equal to 15 divided by 5.8, which is equal to 2.586. So my second triangle, my larger triangle, is 2.586 times bigger than my smaller triangle. So now I can use that scale factor to calculate the d value. I can do that by identifying the corresponding side. So the corresponding side in the smaller triangle to d is 3 meters. So d is going to equal 3 meters times my scale factor of 2.586. Because I know that my bigger triangle is 2.586 times the size of my smaller triangle. So d is going to equal to 3 times the scale factor. So 3 times 2.586, which equals 7.8 meters. So the length of d in the diagram is equal to 7.8 meters. So that is an example of how we can use scale factor in two similar triangles to be able to calculate the missing length of one of the triangles.